Sometimes you just gotta make them bite.
There he is. Look at that. Great big one.
This spot's gotta have fish. I got him. Good one, boy. Good one.
There we go. There, Chop. Nice fish.
That did not take
For farmers, fall is harvest time. Time to harvest crops grown lush and bountiful following a long growing season fueled by hard work and great expectations.
Fish! Got it! There's another one down there, James.
What?
There's another one.
For anglers, fall is trophy time. Time to tangle with big fish grown fat and feisty on a summer smorgasbord of bait fish and forage galore.
Look at that. When you get a new hot lure. And nothing could be my favorite activity than getting on the hot one.
And now, reaching a crescendo of peak feeding activity when fish of all species furiously chow down like there's no tomorrow in advance of winter's icy chill.
Full crappie fishing. Woo. You pop jig. Next thing you know, he hits it just like that one there. So, you got one?
Today, on The Edge, we go after smallmouth bass in early autumn, covering water with swimming lures to locate and catch big bronzebacks on the bite.
Ooh, I got him. Look at the other one with it. Troy, there's a huge one here with it. Get that jig in here. I mean, it was like a 5-6 pounder.
Then we bulk up with oversized baits that appeal to monstrous appetites,
I got lucky enough to hit a 50-incher that day.
flinging them in big pike haunts where toothy critters savage their way through unfortunate prey. Because fall is no time for small baits or wimpy tactics. It's time to go big or go home unfulfilled.
Ooh, I got it.
Look, the size of that. That is probably, I think, the biggest smallmouth I have ever caught in my entire life.
Closed captioning provided by Northwest Ontario, Canada.
There he is. Okay. Oh, look at that, Troy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man. That's what I like. This is the way to catch big smallmouth. Look at that, when they get flopping around like that, huh? Look at that. Yeah. 17-pound test. Suffix fluorocarbon. Meat stick. Catching big smallies on spinner baits and swim jigs like this is about as exciting as you could get. Look at that. Look at the size of that baby, huh? These are some real tankers. You know, my son Troy just flew in. He lives in Southern California. And he flew in, he got in yesterday, and he wanted to spend some time with family and friends and visit for, 4 or 5 days and go do a little bit of fishing. So I says to him, we had a chance to get out for a while. I says, what do you want to fish first? And he says, well, I get my share of largemouth down in Southern Cal. He says, I'd really like to get into some big smallmouth. So I says, your timing is really right, and I know just the baits that'll catch them this time of the year. We're going to talk a little bit about that. If you look around me now, you can see the trees are turned, and it's early fall. Water temperature is a little below 60. It's in the high 50s. A lot of things are happening, and there's a handful of baits and a way to approach these big smallmouths on certain environments. We're going to talk a little bit about that. The fall transition to the coldwater period is unquestionably one of the best times of the year for big fish of all species. Cooling water triggers an instinctive urge to feed heavily prior to the water temperature slipping into the cold winter conditions. In many systems, weed beds die back drastically, making it far easier for feeding opportunities. Fish tend to do a lot more roving on shallow flats adjacent to deep basin areas of the lake where the fish will dump into as the water temperature drops. Yeah, that was again. I guarantee you those are that they're swiping at this thing. But I don't know if those are smallmouths swiping at it or walleyes. I mean, it was absolutely another hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got him.
Better?
Yeah, a little better. Look at the other one with her. You got her? You see that one with her?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if she's. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to let you catch that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Nice one.
Equipment is big enough to get him in here, I'll tell you that. Okay. Look at that baby. You know, whenever you're out on the water chasing any kind of fish, in this case, naturally, we're talking brownies, you're always trying to match your choice of lures to the mood of the fish. And this time of the year, when that water temperature is dropping down like this, these smallmouth are running in little pods. There's 2, 4, 6 of them at a time, and there are a lot of fish using shallow water, and they're really aggressive. These fish are really in an eating mood. So you want fast-moving baits, something you can cover a lot of water quick with. And when they get up in the shallows this time of the year, 2 of the best baits I've ever seen is a spinnerbait and a swim jig. Absolutely deadly. In fact, when it comes to the spinnerbait, this time of the year, I catch more big smallmouth on a spinnerbait than I do any other time of the year, no matter what kind of body of water I'm on. And whenever you're chunking a spinnerbait, you're always throwing willow leaf. These fish, smallmouth in particular, love these willow leaf.
Oh,
I think she's
No.
a pike.
no, it's a nice smallmouth.
Is it?
Yeah, ooh, you're running down there. I flip to the back. Yeah, not a giant, but I tell you what, it's a nice
it's
one.
a nice
yeah,
one.
yeah. These, man, this slop hopper, this boot tail style, this boot tail paddle tail on the back of these swim jigs are my absolute favorite. The other ones I like are like curly tail, like on grubs, and craw with little flappers in the back, but my absolute favorite is a slop hopper.
Right wherever she falls. Oh, right there he is. Way up there. Way up there, Troy. Oh, man. Anybody wetter? Nope.
Hello?
Loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. Oh. Whoa. You know, this is not a finesse deal that we're doing here. You're just bombing water fast. You're looking for biters. This isn't picking out the drop shot and 4-pound test line, you know, or a tube or a light jig and having to finesse them. And we're throwing bait casting rods, covering water fast. I'm fishing an XO, a Quantum XO rod and reel combination, one of the most successful lightweight pieces of equipment you can ever pick up. Yeah, you know, honey of a rod, and we're throwing them on fluorocarbon line. This is Suffolk's 17-pound test siege, no, a 17-pound test fluorocarbon. You know, 100% fluorocarbon, and we're just bombing water, man. Just bombing water.
There.
Got him?
Yeah.
Good. Smallmouth?
Oh yeah.
Big one?
Big
Got
one.
turning about. Okay.
Big.
Oh man, she's a mule, man. It's a
Look at that.
5-fiber.
That is one of the biggest smallmouth I think I've ever caught in my life. I'm gonna Oh my gosh. Come here, girl. Look at that.
Oh, she is big. Holy moly.
Come here. Oh. Wow. Look, the size of that. That is probably, I think, the biggest smallmouth I have ever caught in my entire life. Right through the nose on that swim jig. Pink slop hopper on the back. Look at that. Two things I love in the fall: football and big smallmouth.
Hey, for more detailed information or to purchase any products you've seen on this show, go to lindermedia.com.
The Edge is presented by these and other fine sponsors.
Pickle.
Oh,
Whoa. Is that not a bonus fish, or is that not a bonus fish, huh?
that's a bonus.
Northern Pike. Toothy critters of all sizes, famed for cutting lines and stealing lures. Considered by many to be slimy nuisance hammer handles when they're small, yet targeted by devout pike busters as rod-pounding, drag-stripping gators once they grow big, mean, and powerful.
It is so much fun.
Trophy pike exceeding 20 pounds are perhaps America's most elusive freshwater game fish, largely due to their mysterious phantom nature.
Look at the size of that thing.
Wow.
Look at the size of that pike.
Knowing where and when to look and how to fish for them is an increasingly lost art mastered by no more than a handful of legendary pike pioneers. And no one has blazed a more memorable trail than the Grizzly Adams of pike fishing, who spent a lifetime tracking the fierce water wolves of North Country waters.
Come here, baby. Come here. You know, the next time you and I go do this, you better check on an old man like me. I'm getting old and I don't remember things like a neck. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, all of us have our favorite fish and our favorite way to catch them. Today I'm fishing with a longtime friend of mine, George Cooper. We all call him Coop. That's his nickname. That's what he's known as. And his favorite fish is a northern pike. He's been guiding up in our home area here in Brainerd Lake, in the Brainerd Lakes region, most of his life. And his fish of choice and his reputation is all geared around northern pike. And naturally, if you got a favorite fish, you generally have a favorite way to catch those fish, a favorite lure, and that's always based on confidence. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Coop has caught more big pike than anybody I know of through the years in the upper Midwest region here. Now recently, he's been dealing with, well, some health issues. And the doctors a little while ago said, Coop, get your favorite baits out and go fish, baby. And that's exactly what he's doing, man.
When the doctors gave me the word this year to get everything prepared, I took it upon myself to make a promise to myself that I was going fishing. And I've been out just about every day that I can. And when my health will hold up, I'm out there. And I fished 3 different tournaments this year already. And just got done with one, and it was a little struggle to get through it, but I made it through it, and I'm very happy about it. And I caught some nice pike during the tournament here, and I'm looking today to catch another nice one. I'm not going to let anything stop me from fishing right till it frees up. I'll fish every day I can.
The pike Coop and I are targeting today are cool water fish whose range extends the Canadian North down into the northern United States. Most trophy pike lakes experience substantial ice cover throughout much of the year.
Hey, so what do you think of this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, look at that.
Wow, that is a monster.
Where the water gets too warm for extended periods, pike become so stressed that they live fast and die young, and seldom achieve large size. Pike spawn just before ice out in marshy bays and roam the shallows throughout the spring. They have a real fondness for deep weed beds and feed aggressively at this time. As summer water temperatures rise above 70 degrees, large pike often vacate the shallows in favor of deeper, cooler water, if available. In fall, cooling water draws them back shallow to weeds and rocks where they're put on the feed bag, preparing for a long, cold winter. Today we're fishing in early fall with water temperatures in the 60s. It's the perfect time to intercept big pike chowing down on large baits.
But Coop was telling me in his entire lifetime of chasing big pike, it wasn't that long ago he had the best day of his entire fishing career. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I had probably one of the best days of my fishing career that I've ever spent here in Minnesota. I was on Mille Lacs Lake, 5 fish that were all over 40 inches that day. 3 of us in the boat, every one produced a fish, and I got lucky enough to hit a 50-incher that day. And it's been an unreal thing for my career. I mean, we had, the shortest measured fish I had was 41 inches. And it was a tremendous bite that day. And they all came off wood that day, and it was just phenomenal. I look back on it, I think about it even every day right now. It was a day that I'll cherish forever. It was great.
Studies show that large pike prefer to feed on bait fish that are about 1/3 their body length. Since a typical 20-pounder is about 42 inches long, a 14-inch lure is about as good as it gets. Trouble is, there's very few lures that size available, and yet they'd be awfully hard to cast and retrieve. Suffice it to say that we're not afraid to toss big baits if we can manage them, especially when big pike are around. Coop has a real fondness for large wooden jerkbaits, which he waits to make them run deeper down to the level of the pike. Basically, he adapted a traditional muskie tactic to trigger pike using large baits designed for muskie. Coop also throws a wide range of tandem spinners, bucktails, and crankbaits, all customized with his favorite paint colors and, of course, razor-sharp hooks. Heavy baits like Coop's jerkbaits, which he collectively refers to as wood, requires heavy-duty muskie tackle and 80 to 100-pound test super lines, both to handle the stress of casting and to slam the oversized hooks home on a strike. I'm using a smaller and lighter lure matched with a quantum heavy action rod and reel and a 65-pound test Suffix Performance braid, which balances nicely with the smaller profile lures that I'm choosing to use today.
Oh, God.
You got him.
But, yeah, no, not as little as I thought, but.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
On any given day.
Yeah, yeah. I am amazed at how healthy they look.
Yeah.
You know, for the lake that we're on, you know, our pike population, we're on one of our lakes right in our hometown in Brainerd here. And it's called Gull Lake, and it's really a good pike lake. Years ago it had, you know, a lot of really big fish. You got yours?
Yeah.
Tell me you got something the size, Coop.
I don't think
Same
it's all
size.
that big, but it's a good fish.
A little better than this one.
It's not a bad fish.
Yeah, a little better than this one. Well, yeah, yours is better than mine.
That was a nice
nicer
pair to
fish.
draw to right back to back. That's a nice fish anytime. I can remember in my guide days when a customer got one like that, that was a nice fish for him. It's a good fish.
Fall is generally a time to be thankful. Thankful for family, friends, fish, and special time shared with special people like Coop. We didn't catch many monsters today, but we were reminded of how important it is to cherish time. Don't take it for granted and live every day to its fullest.
The passion is so deep in me for these fish that I'm fishing today, northern pike, that until I get the ultimate of fish, I'm not going to quit.
Big pike often desert the shallows in favor of deep, cool water in the summer. And Pike Trophy Patterns details where they go to beat the heat and how to catch them when they do. It's part of our Angling Edge instructional DVD collection, available at anglingedge.com.
The Edge is presented by these and other fine sponsors.
Hey, I got to share something with you that really got to me the other day, and I still keep thinking about it, and it's like a thorn in my side. I was watching a television show, and it really got my interest, and in the show, they depicted a particular a person of faith, somebody that believed in the Bible, quoted scripture, and as usual, like most of the time, Hollywood portrayed this person in this particular television series as just a hypocritical, just a goon, like a real stupid idiot. Yeah, you know, and the more I'm watching this thing, I got so mad, I wanted to kick the television set in. And Hollywood always does this. A person of faith, somebody that believes in God's word, lives it and acts on it, and they always make them look like some buffoon. Have you ever seen it any way different than that? Do you think that Hollywood would ever take the story of Billy Graham and make a motion picture or a television series on him? Of course not. You can be sure that they checked his background upside and down, looked for any way that they could find something that he did wrong in his life, but they never found it. They couldn't find something to make a man of God like that look bad, so they're never ever going to do a show about it. Something good, a man that impacted the world and still is today, but they'll never do anything on that. They always take a person of faith and make him look like an idiot. Do I look like I'm mad and aggravated? I am. I'm trying to calm down, and I had to share that with you because it is such an irritation to me, because the vast majority of people that believe in God's word and act and are not hypocrites. They're living a fulfilled life and a blessing to the community and the world that they live in. Not one small percentage of somebody that distorts the truth, which happens everywhere. I needed to share that with you. I had to tell somebody about it because it was really getting to me. Hey, from all of us at The Edge, have a good safe fishing season. We'll see you on the water.
Hey, I want to take a moment to thank you for watching. And if you really like what you see, we got a whole lot more. So check us out at any one of these online outlets.